A lot of the neighborhoods and the communities that we work within are living in fear right now of their own. It feels as if we're in a war zone.
For nearly 20 years, A.T. Mitchell has been on the front lines of gun violence in East New York, Brooklyn. After 8-year-old Deshaun Hill was killed by a stray bullet, Mitchell founded Man Up.
Nobody wants violence to end more than we.
Man Up takes a grassroots approach, intervening in community disputes before they become violent. Mitchell is now bringing his insight and experience to his brand new role, New York City's gun violence prevention czar.
Now you have people that actually come from the neighborhoods that have been suffering the most pain at the table.
I've vetted AT for 30 years. Of a person who I have witnessed on the ground at shootings, on the ground talking to people who are in gangs, getting them out of gangs, on the ground getting people to disarm themselves.
In his latest effort to combat shootings across the city today, Mayor Eric Adams announced a new gun violence prevention task force. A.T. Mitchell will serve as a co-chair.
I'm here, I'm a team player, so I'm coming in to help where we can.
Violence interrupters like Man Up Inc. in Brooklyn, Life Camp Inc. in Queens, and Street Corner Resources in Harlem will now have another bridge to access the resources they may need from City Hall.
They have an excellent skill at de-escalation. And so if all of our agencies are aligned and look at these organizations as partners, we can turn around this conversation.
In 2019, the city's Department of Investigation opened up a probe into Man Up Inc. The DOI had questions about Mitchell's business practices and the hiring of his relatives with city funding.
You know, hiring their own family members. I think y'all beat me up when I wanted to hire my brothers.
There was no criminality, there was no illegality, there was none of those things discovered.
Mitchell's focus now, continuing the downward trend of shootings across New York City.
Well, summer actually started already for us.